to the first episode of Smokeyheads Retro Movie Show.
Season 1.
The 80s.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get that energy going. All right, man. Hey, you guys, come on, man. Everybody that grew up in the 80s was a fan of this freaking movie.
I was so excited when I knew that we were going to be doing this movie first.
Man, I don't know about this. You guys got a funny farm in your name, Hollywood. I'm telling you, I'm out of here. I smell ice cream.
Our first movie will be The Goonies. Just in case.
Come on, you can't deny its power. Everybody loved it as a kid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This podcast got everything. It's got clips.
Trivia.
Trivia.
You
got behind the scenes stuff that people didn't know about, you know?
We got studio. We got cameras now.
Four of them.
Four of them.
Camera 1.
Camera 2.
Camera 3.
Camera 4.
Yeah, and we even got the deleted scene.
Deleted scenes.
The deleted scene with the octopus.
The octopus. Whoa.
Must
I
see.
can't wait to see that.
And then you'll understand why they cut it.
Yes. So this is our first episode that we're showing. The quality does get better as we go along. We're just going to give you a little warning about that. And also, I'm going to warn you on our rating system. It takes us about halfway through the season to finally get something solid. So there's a lot of fours.
It's a little skewed,
So
you know.
bear with us. We're getting better every day.
All right, so check it out, man. Enjoy the first episode. We'll start it off with the trailer for Smokeyheads Retro Movie Show.
Season 1.
The 80s.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And hey, you guys, don't forget to hit that like bell icon on the bottom of the screen.
Nice.
Join the adventure as Steven Spielberg presents The Goonies, a Richard Donner film.
But we were just talking about Guardians of the Galaxy before the part 3. Yep, volume 3. No, just volume 3. Well, we didn't see it in 3D, but
a small amount of theaters.
But yeah.
You know, so about that.
I felt like though the whole movie was just saying goodbye.
Yeah, I did feel like that.
The whole from start to finish, it was just.
Oh,
I'm just giving you the feel. I'm not giving you parts and stuff like that. So you know.
We'll check it out. I'll definitely check
better,
it out.
man.
I definitely want to see it.
Keep up your
All right, man, we're back. We're back. This might be our first episode. I don't know. We're recording out of order, but we've gotten so much better.
Yeah, exactly.
And learning curves and stuff like that. But I think we're really, really excited about today's movies.
Oh yeah, definitely taking it back to childhood
yes.
stuff. You know?
Definitely back on that one.
So today's movie will be Goonies.
Of course, everybody's favorite. If you don't like Goonies, you don't belong here.
If you don't know Goonies or if you haven't seen it, excuse me, because I already met a couple of kids at work that never seen it.
Yeah, my daughter.
I thought that was like required learning.
And my friend, he's got 3 kids, and he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, man?" I goes, "I made sure that my kids learn to watch that shit right away."
Absolutely,
man.
Any cool parent would absolutely make sure their kid. You know, I pride myself on making sure my kids have the proper background in pop culture, especially when it comes to movies.
I can attest to that. All right, so first of all, you know me, I gotta show off my little unboxing. So here's the movie Goonies. This is my special edition box. Look how thick that is. Look at that.
Wow, I have mine is my copy is a 3-for-1. You know, it came with Gremlins 1 and 2.
Oh, that's not a bad deal. You know,
of course not. You bought it for me. It was my Christmas present.
So you open it up, and it's got the map inside there. Also, it comes with a board game, which is pretty cool. It's got a Empire 20th anniversary. You can check that one out. It's a reprint of the magazine. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's got a reprint.
I was gonna say, does the map have real blood on it?
This was a Goonies official collector's edition magazine that you get like in the supermarket, like in the sides with the magazines and everything.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, so they
actually like when the movie came out. They
replicated. Yeah.
Like a playbill.
That's pretty cool, man. I don't remember any of that stuff. I mean,
I remember now. They used to do that all the time for the movies. Yeah. They always have like a special edition. They have a sticker book. They got some storyboards in here.
Well, I guess back then people read more.
These are like movie storyboards. I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, right.
It's cool as crap.
Then you got a board game. You can see the board game.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that booklet is like the comic book version of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like flipping through it. I'm like, it almost looks like
The whole movie.
it's the movie.
Well, they talk about like different things and how they made it and everything.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Just like the
so
same.
it's a pretty cool like behind the scenes thing to get you hyped about it.
There you go, like storyboards and everything. They got a whole 20 of them or something. Really good stuff. One of my favorite collector's editions I've gotten. I pride myself on them.
Yeah, that actually is pretty badass.
Yeah,
Collector's edition compared to some of the other
it's
ones I've seen.
great transfer. So before I watched it, I did the same thing with Teen Wolf. I put it on HBO just to see, like, all right, let me see what the transfer looks like on HBO, and then let me see what it looks like on Blu-ray. So I'm like, I'm so glad I buy physical editions.
Yeah.
Support the physical editions. All right,
So
let's back up here. Here's the Blu-ray with the original artwork.
Nice.
Quick little flashback, but I saw this with Nanny.
What?
Really?
My grandmother, Nanny, on my mom's side.
Wow.
So it was
I didn't even know you ever went to the movies. With
No,
them.
it was all the aunts. They went out and they all drove us to the movies with Nanny, and it was me, Aaron, Lisa, the usual crew.
Yeah. Andreas.
And all the aunts went out. They dropped us at the movie theater with Nanny. Nanny had to watch us. She wanted to go to the movies with us. It was cool as shit, man. I was like a really cool thing, yeah. And then when the movie's over, they were waiting in the parking lot for us, and they picked up their kids, and we left.
Well, just to put things in context, my grandmother had like 36 grandchildren, because she had 11 children of her own. So, we didn't get too much grandma time. Yeah, it was spread pretty thin. And so I'm like, wow, you actually got to go to the movies with her?
That's pretty funny. All right, so let me read off the synopsis of this. Oh, wait, I got
it. You got light? You got light?
I got light now.
Oh,
lesson.
Wow. Yes.
And it looks.
I was going to say, wow, that's a...
I put it really bright. I know, I put it really bright.
It almost looks like a Harry Potter one. I feel like you should say Luminous or something like that when you turn it on.
It's supposed to be so you don't bother your partner while you're sleeping and reading.
What about when they're awake?
From the imagination of Steven Spielberg, the Goonies plunges a band of small heroes into a swashbuckling surprise around every corner, quest beyond their wildest dreams. Following a mysterious treasure map into a spectacular underground realm of twisting passages, outrageous booby traps.
Booby traps.
That's what I said. And a lot. You did it. You did it, man. You did it.
You set me up.
I did, man. I did. And a long-lost pirate ship full of golden doubloons. The kids race to stay one step ahead of a family of bumbling bad guys and a mild-mannered monster with a face only a mother could love. A family adventure classic from start to buccaneering finish. The Goonies is a cinematic treasure trove of breathtaking action, dazzling effects, and shiver your timbers thrills. Ooh. Goonies!
There you go. You're almost like Movie Phone. It was like the Kmart version of Movie Phone.
Yeah,
I missed the Movie Phone, actually.
It's the Costco version. It's
right.
Movies.
It's the 80s No Frills brand where it just said cornflakes on a white box.
Yeah, the no frills.
At least now you guys get a nice little bear or something on the
and
box.
they actually taste better. They taste better. I think if we were kids, we would have ate those more than the white box cornflakes.
I don't know. I think it's psychosomatic. It's like,
they put some cartoon.
That's what I said. I was like, they put a cartoon in. It's colorful.
Jobs, let's go on with the stats, man. Give me some money. What's the money? What's happening? Let us know, man. Give it to us.
Here we go. 1986. No, 1985. Sorry, that's the next movie. The budget was 9 million. 19 million. Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say 9 million.
9 million.
With that pirate ship at the end.
Opening weekend was 9.1 million.
Okay.
But the gross million was $64 million.
I'd say that was a win.
So if you look at the numbers, like 9 million doesn't sound like what didn't even get his money.
No, but in the 80s times.
80s. Well, the thing was too in the 80s, you had longevity. Movies stayed in the theater a longer time.
That's true. They weren't trying to get it back out to.
They weren't coming on VHS or streaming or whatever, or Blu-ray, whatever, within like 3 months. Mm-hmm. You had to wait sometimes like a year to get the movie if you're lucky. You know what I mean? Some movies, like Walt Disney, wouldn't even release some of their stuff.
Yeah, the lockbox stuff.
Yeah. So they would come out like once every like 5 years or something like that in the theater, and that was it. You were forced to see it in the theater, or you wouldn't go see.
Yeah, you didn't see it at all.
Yeah, and that's what made it fun to go to the movies because you're like, the only other time you're gonna catch it, there wasn't really cable. Cable was
Exactly.
still kind of new.
And then you had to wait like a year or two for
Yeah,
it to come out. So, you know,
and then on regular TV, which is edited to shit, and commercials. So you had to go to the movies. The movies was just the place to go. Maybe you wanted to see something. You really liked it. All right, Jay, let's get the cast and crew.
all right, of course, it's directed by Richard Donner.
The man who did Superman. You can see that the copy stick over there. He also did Lethal Weapon.
I was gonna say a lot of greats. What
else? Scrooge, right? Scrooge, he did.
Yep.
Man, jeez.
Yeah, you got my big ones. I was like,
Yeah, he passed away recently.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, because he was going to do Lethal Weapon 5, and he was ready to do it. And then I just saw this on an article that he told Mel Gibson if he passes, he wants Mel Gibson to direct the next one.
Good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when are they gonna train their kids to pass the torch?
Yeah, they have to pass the torch. Yeah, I mean, come on. But you can't. I mean, Lethal Weapon. I mean, we have to do Lethal Weapon. We have to do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just one of the great action flicks.
Because I was gonna say, if he was Danny Glover was too old for this shit, in the first one.
Yeah.
He's gonna be okay. So we got the writing credits. The screenplay is by Chris Columbus. Everybody knows Chris Columbus. Lots.
Chris Columbus.
Yeah, he said
Chris
17.
Columbus.
He said Chris Columbus.
Oh, I'm just
Oh, that guy. Oh.
Yeah. He did Adventures in Babysitting, right?
Home Alone.
Yeah, a lot of the classics that we know.
Yeah.
And then we got Steven Spielberg. The stories by.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, I know, right? Was he even involved in this?
Is he a director?
And then for the cast, we got young Mikey as Sean Astin. That wasn't his first movie, was it? Because I know Josh Brolin, who was Brad, that was his first role.
Thanos.
Yeah,
Thanos himself.
Oh, forget it. He's the Marvel Universe.
Brad was in the movie.
What?
Brad.
Brad, the guy plays. Okay. Yeah, he's the guy who plays Thanos.
I did not fucking put that together.
He also plays Cable in Deadpool.
Cable in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. W, he's awesome in. He does a lot of good work and stuff. We got Jeff Cohen as Chunk. I think he's like a Halloween lawyer.
He's an entertainment lawyer now. He got Ki Kwan, which you're gonna get to soon.
Yep.
A return to acting. We'll talk about that when we get to him.
Yep. Then we got Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Everyone knows Corey Feldman from the 80s.
Do we do a movie yet? Well, we talked about Dream a Little Dream on the last one, which I still got to watch it now again because I want to find out if there was a gun. I want to see if there was a gun in it.
Oh, a gun. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. That's right. No, I'm telling you, at the end, he was going to kill him. And they're like, no, man, you can't do it.
Funny, man. I was like, I really got to see that.
But Corey Feldman, his mouth, And it's funny because the other Corey was trying to get this part too, It was like the two of them were always synonymous, in the 80s.
They didn't become friends until Lost Boys.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's
okay. I think they were friends from the beginning.
No. They were always, like he said, they were always competing for roles, but then they finally got roles as in Lost Boys together, and they became friends from that.
Yeah, and then License to Drive and stuff like that.
License to Drive, yeah. What's funny about so I watched the director's the commentary, and it had all the cast and everything. It was cool because it zooms out so you can see the cast actually sitting there at the table talking.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, he literally his mouth, like he would not shut up.
But he's always been like after after his time passed, he just would not go away.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes I see like these TikTok videos of
the
like
fucking music,
the music and stuff like that.
It's so crazy.
And
he got a band.
And wife. But even like in the 80s, it was just like move for move, Michael Jackson's moves and stuff like that. Like the corniest 80s music,
that's all he talks about during the commentary. Is like, oh, this scene that Michael Jackson came and showed up over here. Oh yeah, and guess what? This scene Michael Jackson came over and showed up over here. And then when they get to that one joke or whatever, they're like, oh, that was the one day Michael Jackson wasn't there.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But he would constantly come over there on the set. Hang out with them and everything.
So Kerry Green is Andy.
I only remember her in Lucas. That's the only other movie I could think of her in.
Yeah, that's the only other. Why is there another movie?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna, blow my mind or something. Be like, no, she was this person.
I didn't do the research on it. That's my bad.
All right. I handed it to you, man.
I mean,
you dropped the ball.
We can click on it after you say it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We got Martha Pimpleton. Plimpton. Oh, couldn't see that. As Steph.
She still does stuff. She was on that show. for that Fox show. She was like in a dysfunctional family kind of thing. It was like Raising Arizona type of thing.
I love that movie.
I would love to
love
fucking do.
Yeah, I
I've
forget
seen
it.
it
Another
now.
classic.
Oh, it holds up so well. It's
Good.
fucking Nick Cage is awesome in that movie.
Oh, forget it. He's classic.
Some of the words that he says. Is
I
like,
can't
sounds
imagine
smart.
anybody else making that movie
Nah.
as perfect as it
Nah.
is. You know, and the director too. Who's the
Coen
director?
brothers.
The
Coen
Coen brothers. I was
yeah.
gonna say, yeah.
That was when we first really knew who the Coen brothers were.
Yeah, and we got Ki Hui Kwan as Data.
Excuse me, wait. Academy Award-winning actor Ki Hui Kwan.
Oh, I'm so.
No, so
It's like knighting.
so he
Sir.
he got back into the movie business just recently for Everything All at Once, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Jeff Cohen, Chunk, was the one that got him the job and got him the contract and negotiations. Gets nominated for a Golden Globe, wins it. Gets nominated for an Academy Award, wins it. Gets presented to him by Harrison Ford.
Wow.
Who's fucking Indiana Jones
Yeah.
with him, and he was short round in Indiana Jones.
Dooms,
in
Temple of Doom, yeah.
And after the commercial break, he said he ran over to. He's such a sweet guy. When you see all of his interviews, he's so like happy
Humble.
that humble and happy, like crying, like I was crying when I was.
No, but
watching
did you
it.
hear his story? I
Yeah,
mean, how he
it's
came in
excellent.
on a boat and
Oh,
everything like that.
But then to be
Yeah.
gone out of the spotlight for so long, and then just all of a sudden now winning an Academy Award, he's the top guy again. So he ran over to Steven Spielberg during a commercial break, and he's like, Steven, I did it. And Steven says, you are now known as Academy Award-winning actor. That's why I said it like that. I was like, that was fucking awesome. And at the same night, Brendan Fraser came back and won an Academy Award for Best Actor.
Well, right?
Yeah, for the Whale.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I'm still waiting to see that.
Yeah, I'm
movie.
waiting for it to be on cable.
Okay, me too.
And then we got Joe
John.
Matsuak.
John,
That's what I said, right?
it's a joke.
Joan?
I'm on a roll today, huh? As Sloth, he's a football player, right?
Yeah.
Football player, yes,
For
for
the
the Raiders.
Yeah. That was like, oh,
He
well,
wears a
that
Raiders
makes sense.
shirt.
Like,
Yeah, he has a Raiders
Yeah.
shirt.
and then
I never noticed that.
at the end, he rips open the Superman shirt for Richard Donner, the movie.
Oh,
Like,
shit,
obviously.
and they played the music. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
think about that.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't put that together either.
And then we got Robert Davi as Jake.
He's great.
You know?
He was the staple 80s bad guy
Oh, yeah.
in everything. He was in Die Hard, Johnson & Johnson. He was one of the two FBI agents. Was that in the helicopter?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Patelli brothers.
Yeah, yeah,
He's the one that,
He always does the opera. He always sings the opera.
Yeah,
That's why I remember. I always love that.
Okay.
he did a movie. I don't remember if it was 80s or 90s. It was called The Taking of Beverly Hills. You remember that one?
Yeah.
It was really good. It was like a football player.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like,
God,
they did a toxic. It was like a fake Die Hard movie, but it had a sick soundtrack. It was like a needle drop soundtrack. It was like old, what they call them, jukebox soundtracks, where they play like old pop music.
Oh, okay.
Like that
Okay.
Black Cat from Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
and Faith No More, Epic.
Wow.
And the whole thing was that they pretended there was a toxic spill in Beverly Hills, and they were robbing everybody's houses. They made
It
everybody
sounds
leave.
so familiar.
And then the football player was in the bathroom, so they're taking a shower, whatever, and you didn't hear all the shit going on. And then now they're like
Now he's
terrorists.
got to
are
go
trying
take the Beverly Hills back.
And Robert DeVee was the main bad guy for it. That's a forgotten movie. It was a good movie. It was a really good movie. We saw it in the theaters.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, we got Joe Pantoliano.
Joey Pants. Come on. Who doesn't know Joey
Oh, yeah,
Pants,
of
man?
course.
Sopranos.
Sopranos. I was gonna say,
Okay.
Matrix.
Matrix.
Oh,
You know,
Joey Pants.
Joey Pants. Oh,
yeah.
He was Bad Boys. He's
he's
the
the captain.
captain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's in tons of
He's-
movies.
Oh, my
He's
God.
always awesome whenever he does.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's Francis. He's one of the other Fratellis. You know, and then of course we got Anne Ramsey, Mama Fratelli.
Mama Fratelli.
You know, throw Mama from the train.
Academy, was she nominated or did she win? My favorite, here's another 80s reference movie, Deadly Friend.
Was that the robot?
The
one?
robot!
Oh yeah,
BB,
yeah,
yeah.
BB. You know, you put the robot brain in the dead
And
girlfriend's head.
Christy Swanson.
Christy, yeah,
Christy
oh man,
Swanson.
it's Christy Swanson,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's because it has this, the movie sucks. And it's West
But we
Craven,
used
too.
to love it as a kid, though.
Yeah.
We used to watch it all
But
the
the
time.
best, because it's got the best scene
The
ever.
basketball.
The basketball
It's-
scene is a classic. If you don't know about it, Google it.
I don't remember anything else about that movie. I mean, well, little pieces, you know, about the yellow robot and that they
Yes.
did that. But the basketball scene was the first thing I thought
Holy
about
crap.
when I.
Deadly Friends basketball scene. If you look it on YouTube, You will not be disappointed. You will not.
I
be
got an
disappointed.
idea. Why don't you just show it to them? Here's the
I
clip.
was thinking about it, but then I was like, but then it's not part of that movie that we're doing.
I'll
So-
tell you what. If you click the subscribe button, we'll show it for you. All right, we'll do the research and we'll get you the
This
link.
guy, he knows what
All
he's
right.
talking about.
You know, while you're at it, you might even want to hit a like. You know.
Like,
Better give it like.
I like
Nice.
it. I like it, Daddy.
All right, so let's start with the movie itself.
Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you the that Rube Goldstein.
well, before we get to that, just the opening itself, how it starts off with the escape.
the whole escape.
Yeah.
The bank.
That
and
is,
stuff.
right? I forgot all about that for
Yeah,
some
I would
reason.
get you right in the middle,
Right into the
right
middle.
in the beginning. I mean, you know,
And it introduces all the characters right off the bat. In a
how
freaking-
bad
such a
they
clever-
are.
how bad they are, and then you meet in the Goonies little by little as they go on.
Exactly. Yeah, as the car's chasing through the town and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very clever. You know, the way they set that all up. And
I definitely had
So-
something down with the Ruben Goldstein. There was but before that, you got to talk about the famous fucking truffle shop.
Yeah,
Truffle
trouble.
shop.
Oh,
Think of my entire life. First, you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. Cut it out, Mouse.
yeah. Let me tell you something. As a chubby kid, I was tormented with that shit. So that's why I learned how to fight and beat people up, because you want to see a truffle shuffle.
We got in psychiatry.
I'm calm now. Heavy doses of medication.
And the way
No,
that
we
Natural
did.
ones.
We messed with him with that.
Yeah, and you know, I was a good sport. I did it, you know, just because I knew it would get some laughs.
He
and
wouldn't.
stuff,
Even, he
you know?
wouldn't even do that with the crowd, with anybody around him.
Oh yeah. It would only be you know the
Yeah,
close
yeah.
friends and stuff I do it for. You
No,
know.
no, not you.
Oh, man.
Jeff Cohen.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't like the crew being around there because he didn't like the fun being around there, or something like that.
Yeah, I can understand that. You know.
I
Yeah.
especially like the way they open the gate with the.
That's what we're talking about. The
Now he's
Rube
about to go to that, so
Goldstein
now he's gonna go to-
device.
yeah, he's about-
and stuff.
yeah.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, like, after seeing that whole thing, you know, what kid didn't want to try and build their room or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
You know, yeah, exactly.
We just wanted to hang out.
I,
let's see how it worked out. Hey, well, that worked out for you, Jay.
sure, you need that heavy amble. They had it in
Booby
Back to the
trap,
Future too, right? It was making the pancakes and the,
Oh, yes,
the
yes,
breakfast
yes,
and
yes,
everything.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So,
Wow,
yeah.
So that was a big, right? And they're all kind of connected.
Yeah. Oh man.
That was a Michael Jackson joke I was talking about. Was when he's talking to Brad, and Chunk is talking about like Michael Jackson.
Okay, Brand. Michael Jackson didn't come over to my house. He was about to. But his sister did.
And Mouse doing the translations.
Yeah, that was the best. That's better than the
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
you know,
we
what? I gotta tell you, as an adult watching the movie, you know, like we're like, oh, all these kids don't see it. I don't know how our parents let us watch it. The cursing in that movie is off the charts,
He
man.
said the same thing in Teen Wolf.
You know?
And
Yeah.
it's true. Matter of fact, for the cursing, Data wasn't allowed to curse. The scene where he was supposed to say "Holy shit,"
Yeah.
and he goes "Holy sugar, honey iced tea" or something like that.
Oh yeah. I know
he
exactly what
spells
you're
it
talking
out.
about.
Yeah, he spells it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Right.
He goes, "That's the only way he can get away with it because his mom."
For the
was
longest
around."
time, I thought he said something in like Chinese or something, and I was like, oh wait, did I just catch?
The cast was making fun of him for a lot of things that he says. Well, I think I wrote it down. But there was some things that he said that were just so weird and like out of like why did he say that?
Yeah,
Like
right.
one part, for example, when he's in the caves and he goes, "Yeah, we go any further, we're gonna go to China. Well, maybe I can meet my ancestors, and my mom, or maybe my grandma."
Yeah, but there were a lot of curses, like sexual innuendo, stuff like with the sex toys and stuff like that and everything. But they find the map in the cabin, right? And we go to they find the Fratelli's cabin.
Yeah. As they're trying to find the map, they're
Yeah.
trying to find. Yeah, I actually did you ever watch the extra scenes and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's like these cut delete scenes and stuff like that actually show you them like looking through it and
Yes.
discovering, oh, this is where it's at. We should go look for it. And,
Oh wow.
So when this came out, remember we had that thing in school where you had to order the books, the random books.
Oh
or
yeah.
something?
No. It's not random.
Random.
Random House, right?
Random House, something
Something
like
like that. Yeah.
And we ordered the books from
Yeah,
school,
yeah,
and you get excited looking.
No,
for
it's
the
Scholastic,
books.
wasn't it?
Scholastic, there you go.
Yeah.
And I had a habit of always ordering the movie books, like the based on
The novel of the
yeah.
movie.
So I had the
Yeah.
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
So I actually read the Karate Kid before I saw the Karate Kid, which was pretty. It was crazy just watching. I was like, oh, I know all the shit.
That's
happened.
nerds.
I did the same thing with The Crow. I read the book The Crow the first.
You read?
Yeah. Sometimes I read highlights. But anyway, I read the book The Crow before the movie came out, and Matt first, I'm like, oh, it's awesome.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So, same thing with Goonies. I read the Goonies one, but I read that way after that. Like I was a huge fan, and they have a lot of those deleted scenes, and they have the deleted scenes on the thing, like the octopus.
Yeah,
So
so the octopus thing too.
So
Yeah.
for the longest time, like we wanted to see the octopus because it's on the Goonies video. Cindy Lauper's Good Enough.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that one. The video's on there with the wrestlers.
Yeah.
We used to run the shit.
Oh, I
out of
love
that.
that movie.
Yeah,
I mean, that video.
That video was awesome. Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik, Roddy Piper,
Classy Freddie Blassie.
Classy Freddie Blassie, Lou Albano. Lou Albano was always in it. That was the rock and wrestling.
Oh yeah.
connection.
That was
one of-
awesome.
was
Those
one of
days.
those,
Yeah, but
Oh,
that octopus wound up being the cheapest.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
but I
it
was
was
like,
horrible.
yeah, and
But they showed a little bit in the video. That's what I was getting at.
yeah, exactly.
And we're like, oh shit, but we never got to see it.
At a point, it almost looks like they did one of those rewind the tape things to make it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
Make it
god,
smooth.
thank God they shut it out. They cut that out, you know.
Ed Wood.
Yeah.
Remember Ed Wood when he had the what's his name? What's his name? He had to
John
the
Depp?
actor. No, not John Depp. God damn it, man.
Bela Lugosi.
Bela Lugosi. He's trying to, he had to be attacked by a giant octopus. He's like, yeah, just grab the tentacles and just kind of smack yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. They're almost
Really
like
good,
wrapping the thing around them and
And they
stuff.
also had the scene where Troy takes the map and goes into a
Yeah,
joint.
and that was when they go find that. Oh, this is actually around here. We can find this the treasure. But yeah, and that explains why the edges are burned
And
like
there's a
that.
hole in there, yeah.
Yeah,
So they go to like this 7-Eleven, and it's funny too, is because Josh Brolin didn't know that either, because they're like, they never explained why there's birds on there. And then Corey Feldman was like, oh no, wait, there was a deleted scene that we filmed that we were inside like a 7-Eleven. This is before they even had the deleted scene on it was because it was like a DVD commentary. And and they explained the whole thing. Whatever. It was like, yeah, they rolled it as a joint, and that was in the book too.
Wow, I didn't
Yep.
cut that. Important stuff.
Yeah, then when Mouth orders that when making the order to the Fratellis for his dinner.
What do you want?
Lots of water.
4 waters. Is that all?
No. I want the Villa Scallopini. I want a Fettuccine Alfredo. A bottle of Fettuccine in 1981.
The only thing we serve is tongue. You boys like tongue?
Because they could tell like certain scenes, like when they're looking at the jewels at the end of them, they say you notice that the camera's always pointing up because they were in a studio there.
Oh,
They come
okay.
film there or something like that. Movie magic.
There you go.
But yeah, what's his name? Mikey messes up at that part because they're talking about there's something underneath,
Mhm.
and he calls him Josh, and I never noticed it until I heard him say
I
that.
saw that. Yeah.
By his real name or whatever. They find the $50 bills.
Yeah.
Like that.
$50 bill. I mean, it's so funny too because he's like, "Hey guys, this $50 bills is like literally printed on a
Like-
Xerox
yeah, like
paper,
five
like
on one
on
paper,
one
yeah.
side," and it was like, "Where do you get $50 bill from that?" You know,
Like, no, they're not fake.
like
They're not
we're gonna
fake.
save. Yeah, we're gonna be saved.
And yeah, the little Chunk too. Chunk's the best.
Yeah, I think he thought that movie. Man.
Nuts,
Yeah,
the water
yeah,
bottle.
Well, yeah, that was before. That's when they
Yeah.
already found the thing. But he's like, I smell ice cream.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm out of here. You guys always play these games, you know."
Man,
It's like, how do you smell ice cream?
go free the door.
Yeah, you know. That was awesome. They're like, he's got the body in there and stuff. He's like, "What? What's up, guys?" They got chocolate and Rocky Road.
Super duper chocolate eruption.
Hey, kid, I want you to spill your guts. Tell us everything. Everything.
Everything. Okay, I'll talk.
In 3rd grade, I cheated on my history exam. In 4th grade, I stole my Uncle Max's toupee and I glued it on my face when I played Moses in my Hebrew school play. In 5th grade, I knocked my sister Edie down the stairs and I blamed it on the dog. To a summer camp for fat kids. And then once during lunch, I got nuts and I pigged out and they kicked me out. But the worst thing I ever done, I mixed up all this fake puke at home, and then I went to this movie theater, hid the puke in my jacket, climbed up to the balcony, and then I made a noise like this. And then I dumped it over the side. And all the people in the audience, then this was horrible. All the people started getting sick and throwing up all over each other. I never felt so bad in my entire life.
I'm beginning to like this kid, man.
That thing is freaking hilarious. So you got all the booby traps and like I said, a lot of Rube Goldstein booby traps and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's pretty funny because they got Chester Copperpot, who's this adventurer extraordinaire, and he
couldn't get that. He didn't get that far.
They outran all of the boulders falling down, and he's just like, "What's that?" You know,
it's so pretty.
I wonder if there's a booby trap. You know,
I remember Chester Copperpot was an old dude. So you can imagine how fast.
Yeah, but if he was a known adventurer.
Yeah,
you know, and
especially studying all the booby traps.
That's what I said.
He had everything in the book.
Everybody knew that it was booby trapped and that he killed like when Willie had his men do it. You know, like that was part of the lineage. You know, so.
Right.
We got into the wishing well. That was the other scene we talked about.
Yep.
That's a great scene. Mikey gets that good speech. Yeah,
down here. I think I still use that shit to this day. You know, when I talk about the kids and stuff. You know, it's our time down here.
You can get into Troy's little bucket. Andy, you go Nick!
I gotta tell you though, the last time we were doing a movie, we were talking about the Teen Wolf. We were talking about how sexually free the lead woman was in the movie, and I'm thinking about Andy is right up in there. I mean, she's messing around with Troy in the beginning, then she's like winking at Brad, while she's wearing Troy's sweater, and then she like immediately she's like, yeah, I jumped out of the car, he's being a jerk, let's make out, while I'm still wearing his sweater.
Oh, shoot, I didn't catch that.
Too, so at least at the wishing well, she gave it back to him. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Brad.
That's what I think. She hinted off it's like, you know what, Troy, you're old news. I'm done with you. He just better. I'm done.
Yep. Oh, 100%. But yeah. Now the next Chunk Meat Sloth. That's another great classic. That's like that's like fucking E.T.
Another one with the Ruth baby. Forget it.
Yeah, like Wicked and R2D2. Like those always is. It was like that pair.
Yeah.
It was like Chunk and Sloth. Like, they just went together. Yeah, it was just like it was such a great freaking moment. When he just screaming at each other.
Yeah, he's just like ah.
He's so good. I mean, it's a shame he didn't do more movies.
Yeah, I was surprised at that too because I think, like I said, Chunk for me was the comedic thing of the whole movie.
But you know what it is? Sometimes it happens a lot of times to actors where they want to be an actor, they become an actor, and they're like, I don't want to do this crap anymore. Right. This isn't for me, So. Yeah, especially as a child actor, like the kind of demands they put on these children,
a lot of shit.
The pinches of hell. Pinches of hell.
He's gone. Oh no. He's really Don't be dead. Pictures of Pearl. You guys, I'll be saved by my pictures of Pearl.
I just like, how do you get that cheap plastic freaking
The
teeth
fucking
and grab?
hold, and the hold on
A slinky. The hold on his body, he must have weighed out.
Yeah, obviously,
I mean,
movie
it
magic,
was just, well, okay,
we were kids, so, you know.
disbelief, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know?
You get the Grub Moon reference. That's what he was all about when he's calling the cops.
Yeah. When he's trying to get the
Which is
sheriff
great.
over.
He's
He's like, yeah, just like when you called and you said the little green men, replicate when you put water on them, right? You know?
And Corey Feldman was so happy about that. He's like, I was in that movie. They're like, we know, dude.
Yeah, right.
We know. We got it.
Another one of his great adventures was the slick shoes.
Oh yeah.
Was that before he opened it up and the boxing glove came out?
No. That was when he was trying to escape and stuff. So he did the slick shoes,
and
then they're trying to play the piano,
yes,
and then
The
and the fatalities
Bully
came back.
Blinders. And he punched himself in the face when he
No. Bully Blinders was when they first got into the cave, and they were like, "We need a light." And they're like, "Yeah, get a cave, get a candle." So
then they finally get to the. We're just moving along fast.
Yeah.
The water slide part.
That was the best thing ever.
And did you hear what they said about the adults were going?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? It was a real slide. I mean,
when they finished filming, and they cut for the day, the adults will go back and use the water slide. And actually, the water slide is on a storyboard, and you see the drawing of what it's supposed to look like. I mean, that was a fucking long water slide.
It looked like lots of fun.
Yes, they fucking. I mean.
Yeah, it was based off of that Errol Flynn. Remember Chunk was watching the pirate movie?
Yeah.
That's what they built the ship based off of. Yeah,
that was done today. Everything would have been a studio.
Yeah.
It was literally, there was 3 floors on the ship. Everything you saw on that ship was totally built.
Well, you can't really say that, if it was done today, because, I mean, look at, what was that Evan Baxter one? The Evan Almighty. They built an actual Noah's Ark.
Did they?
They actually built
that movie?
millions of dollars for that movie.
Well, he deserved to fail.
Hell yeah.
I love
so
that movie.
Things like the Titanic.
But that paid off.
No, I'm just saying.
He did, but they didn't build the whole ship. They didn't build the whole Titanic.
No, but they replicated every dish from the original companies and all that kind of stuff.
Used wood and fucking bare hands and fucking to build this fucking goddamn thing. It's huge and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't let the kids see this.
Yep,
they wouldn't let the kids see it until the
actual.
So they can capture their actual reactions to seeing it and stuff.
That's so cool. Yeah, that really was cool.
And that's where that the part with the octopus, the deleted scenes.
Doing anything. Don't play dumb. I said stop it! Ow! What are you hitting me for? I swear to mouth! I mean, who do you think you are anyway? What?
But even I felt like it was they needed to cut that scene out too, because the way they had that interaction between Steph and Mouth, it just almost didn't feel characteristic. Right. Like it just felt like it went too far, kind of thing.
It felt like on the commentary that they didn't like. Well, Steph didn't like Martha Plimpton didn't like Corey Feldman much, because she said at the end she had to do that whole scene, that heartfelt scene.
Yeah.
And she was like, that one that was a rough one. That was a rough one. And he was like, that was really great, right? And he's like, no, that was
I wish you could just go to the other side for one day.
On the set, you can feel the chemistry that day.
No, but the other thing is too, like I said, 5 months, they were fucking done. They said they were like all exhausted. They were just like, I just want to go home. They just wanted to get it over with, man. They were just so freaking tired or whatever. And the Fratellis come there because they found the loot and everything. He's like, save that for Willie.
Yep. And he shoves up his marble bag.
And all that.
Full of jewels.
And then the Fratellis come and everything. We have the standoff, and they're gonna like make him walk the plank and shit like that.
Yep.
And then hey, you guys,
Captain Chunk.
Hey, you guys is from Electric Company, right?
Yes,
right.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. And then he does the Superman song. Which
Yep.
He pulls the thing up. I can't believe I didn't think it was Richard Donner did the whole thing. Bottom line is to get out, save the day. Just funny too to see him with SWAT and his mom.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, my little baby,
baby,
fall."
You've been bad, Mama.
She was like, it was only a couple of times.
That's great.
Oh man. When they were pitting each other, he's like, remember when Francis wore a toupee instead of getting your teeth fixed or something?
I don't wear a toupee.
Yeah, it was a great scene. The whole ending is just fucking perfect. The whole movie is perfect.
Yeah, it's a great movie, man.
So, and to talk about Mama Fratelli and SWAT. So now, after they're leaving the cave, and before I'm just jumping ahead, but when SWAT and the Fratelli brothers are coming up, like SWAT is like he's got his mom by the arm and everything, and like helping her up the thing and everything. I was like, it was so sweet. I was
it's still his mom and his brothers.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He goes in the water.
No, but after we're talking about afterwards.
Yeah,
and everybody's getting together. And all the parents, a lot of them parents were real parents of the kid actors. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ali's mom and dad or something like that. Everybody had like one parent there that was like somebody at least.
Oh, that's pretty cool. They arrest the Fratellis. They all want to shoot.
Another sweet moment, and it's like Chunk goes over to SWAT. He's like, "Coming home with me." No, Chunk.
He's laughing. That's awesome.
So with the prosthetics of that, it was one remote control on the eye.
Yeah.
So they had to time it every time that he could blink his eye, his real eye.
The thing. Coincide
so
with
they would do like
3,
2, 1, blink. 3, 2, 1, blink.
That's pretty
crazy.
Yeah, I remember hearing that or reading that all the hours he had to be in the makeup chair and stuff like that. It was like
it's always whenever they wanted to do that. And they find out that the maid finds that we have some jewels.
Yeah, we're gonna save the Goondocks.
Save the towns. Save the Goondocks. Yeah.
The Goondocks.
What a weird name. And that's the end of our movie.
Yeah.
That was a long one, man. I knew we were gonna have a fun time with this one.
Yep. Chops, did you come up with our rating system? This
well, I was saying Truffle Shuffles. I give it 5, but
I would say Baby Roots.
I was saying I was thinking Baby Roots too. Brothers.
We finish each other's sentences.
I like Baby Roots too.
I'll go B.
So what's your rating for it?
5 Baby Roots. 5 Baby Roots.
So you put this movie right up against the last movie.
No, it was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You gave 5.
That's what I'm saying.
I said, my rating is different than your guys' rating. I go on experience how much I enjoyed the movie and adventures and all that stuff. How it made me feel. I watched these movies once. I saw it when I was 12.
Yeah, he doesn't watch as much. It wasn't like our house.
Our house. We were just running these movies.
Always had everything there constantly. What about you, Jay? What do you give this one?
I think this will be my highest rating that I've given so far, and I'm going to give it a 4.5 Baby Roots. Just because I hold my 5 at a very, very high, and I don't know if
I can't wait to see what your 5 is going to be.
I'm waiting to see it too, because as I was saying, like I don't know what I'm reserving it for, but I want to make sure it's on some level. It's on some level,
I think Debbie Does Dallas 3 was made in the 80s.
5. Is that the one where they were choking?
So, because of this movie, I have to go back to an old rating I did. I gave Young Guns a 5, and I was like, I ruined it. But I'm going to take that back to a 4. And this I'm giving a 5, straight up. Straight 5 Baby Ruths. It's as timeless and as classic as The Wizard of Oz. And I compare it, and I hold that highly, 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 and highly, like Wizard of Oz to me is a 5. I watched that last Thanksgiving.
When was it made? It's still the, like they have to show you.
1930s.
That's what I'm saying. They still have to show it.
I sat there and watched,
everybody's seen it.
I watched it on Thanksgiving. I was like, you know what? I haven't sat down and watched it from beginning to end. And I was like, this movie fucking holds up so good. I still laugh at the lion. I still am fucking scared for Dorothy's life.
I'll tell you what, though, I don't know if it really holds a candle to Return to Oz.
Listen, one thing I wasn't thinking about that movie.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I saw it when I first got Disney Plus because I remember watching it recently, and it was just like, wow, this is disturbing.
Somebody did a TikTok of it. They were saying the first horrors they were introduced to as a kid, and Return to Oz was one of them. And I was like, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's horrific.
And the other one was what I fucking was introduced to a couple of years ago, and this one's a shout out to Jay Choice, who's made me watch it. The Wiz. That movie is fucking scary as fuck.
I was gonna say The Wiz too.
That shit is creepy.
I remember watching it with you. I watched it with you.
No, did we?
Yeah,
we only watched when it was on TV.
Yeah, I saw it on cable one day. Considering, it was a fucked up movie. But I definitely give this one 5. And I was talking to one of my friends at work. Like you said, he's like, it's just one of those movies that you just never get tired of, no matter how many times. And this was the first time I sat down, probably because I got my surgery, which was 5 years ago. So just watched it fucking from beginning to end.
Right.
And it's just and it's one of those we talked about before. You always watch pieces of it.
Exactly.
But when you watch it as a whole, it just gels so well as an adventure movie of where they are in the beginning to where they end up at the end. It's everything funny about it.
Yeah.
You constantly finding funnier things about it. All right, let's go. Take it easy. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah.